For the fruits of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, faithfulness, meekness, temperance, and self-control. If you don't have this, your life will be ruined on this planet Earth. I'm telling you right now, I've been in your position for so long, feeling lost, feeling regrets, all because you lack deep introspection, all because you lack knowledge. You need to understand that this life that you are in is a spiritual life. It's not physical. The physical part of this world is just a reflection of your mind. You've probably heard this from a lot of, books, maybe from books or from a lot of people. You need to understand the importance of the universal laws. Love. If you're not showing love to people around you, if you're not showing love to even yourself, if you actually don't carry that emotion with you every single way you go, what is going to be the opposite of that? It's going to be hatred. It's going to be envy. It's going to be pride. Have you ever noticed when you retaliate? For example, someone made you mad, someone pissed you off. Have you ever retaliated and then you regret retaliating because you could have let go of that situation and you could have just, carried on with your day? But you regret it because I'm not saying, again, every situation is different, but this is just an example. Something maybe minor, for example, that happened. You would regret it. You had a feeling of regret because you didn't really want to show love. You just wanted to retaliate. That anger just boiled inside you. Joy. Joy is the feeling of happiness forever and ever. Joy is not attached to nothing. The difference between joy and a mere happiness is joy is not attached to external things. If, for example, you have a business that's making 20K a month, your business collapsed, you should still express the feeling of joy because that is a universal principle. Because you're not literally you're not holding on to, oh my God, my business just crashed, 20K, and then you start crying, you start sobbing. Of course it will be painful. We are human beings. We are not robots. You'll feel that emotion of, wow, that happened, but still, you are not really holding on to that emotion because you know that whatever you done to get to that 20K a month, you can replicate it again and again, and it exponentially grows. That's how the universe will test you. When things go wrong, how are you like? It's literally the values or the principles of Stoicism. Peace. Are you peaceful within yourself? Are you peaceful with men around you or people around you? Men, women, children, whatever. And when I say peace, I don't necessarily mean that you're causing havoc or that you're creating problems. It doesn't have to be physical in terms of the opposite of peace, because peace is just, let me actually start from, what is the definition of peace? Peace is that eternal blissfulness. It's that feeling of calmness. It's that feeling of okay, I'm all good. I'm sitting there. I'm present with who I'm speaking to. I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm relaxed. I'm calm. Regardless of what happens around me, I'm calm. I'm blessed. That's peace. I'm happy being my true self. I know who I am in the world and how I'm navigating through the world. And I know anything and everything I do will work for my good. That's peace. It's quite in line of joy, to be honest with you. I really hope you're trying to get the message I'm saying here, because a lot of the time, it's like we're fighting these unknown forces for no reason. It's like that's why we hold on to old beliefs, old thoughts. You're holding on to grudges from years ago. How are you going to experience peace? You're holding on to a grudge when someone called you names, for example. That might hurt in that time, but if you want to progress in your sojourn in this life, this short life, you're holding on to those sort of grudges from ages ago. Damn, come on. You can't grow, you can't experience peace. It doesn't work like that. Your life is literally 90% of your identity. Your reality is literally 90% of who you are, your identity. You're thinking negative thoughts, maybe retaliating with someone you had problems with before, or, you hate people, or, I'm feeling, oh my God, this is not gonna work. For example, you maybe all the job interviews you've been going to, you're scared, you're shit scared, you're anxious, come on. And that's why, especially with the way things are going in the world right now, that's why a lot of people are not making genuine progress. A lot of people are actually lost and confused in this world. Patience. Patience is the ability to wait. It's literally knowing that something will work. It's literally knowing that something will work. You don't necessarily need to overthink it. All these inventors, for example, they already imagined. Look at Tesla, for example, Nikola Tesla. He already imagined all the works, all the science he had done just from the imagination in his mind. He already saw the results of it already. He knew it was going to happen. And that is why a lot of, modern inventors talk about him a lot, because they applied his principles. The likes of Elon Musk and the rest of them. Same with, talking about Elon Musk. He has already imagined a lot of these things happening already. He's created the ideas in his mind, and he saw the fruition of what was going to happen. With patience, with hard work. When I say hard work, it's literally you're just aligning your thought patterns and your actions with whatever result you want to get in life. Literally. And if you lack patience, you're just going to be hopping from one thing to another, and you end up nowhere. If anything, worse off than you started, simply because you didn't apply the law of patience. If you know that you're going to achieve something, you already see the results happening, no matter what circumstance, no matter what delay, no matter what thing that may happen around you. You know it will happen. You know you will get there. You know you become this sort of person that you want to become. Goodness. Show goodness to everyone around you. Be kind to people. Why don't you want to be kind to no one? Why would you hate yourself and then you're exhibiting that energy towards the world? Why? There's no profit with that, my mate. Because you be holding yourself down, you're going to be projecting that energy to the world, and that's how people are going to see you. People are going to see you as this person who's hateful, who's envious, who's wicked. You don't want to be looked at like that. That's why the world is literally on a standstill. If anything, it's like we're elevating in innovation and technology, and even core social principles such as even just showing kindness to people. It's like it's dropping down. Every man for themselves sort of principle. I get it, every man for himself. You came into this world alone, you die alone, sort of thing. But really and truly, that's not how the world should work. Or that's not how the universe has designed it. Be kind to people. Forgive who has hurt you. Don't hold on to any sort of grudges. It's not going to take you anywhere. Talk to people. Talk to someone so that you be able to confide in someone. You don't have to confide in a lot of people, but if you can just confide to one person, you start to exhibit more kindness, even mainly towards yourself, so that you can obviously show that kindness to the world as well. Self-control. Very, very, very important one. You see, with self-control, it is something that I've always struggled with. It is that principle where I struggle with the most out of all these principles. You know, all these flimsy pleasures, you know, going to places where you're not meant to go to because you know the repercussion of the effects of it or the actions of it. You know, smoking. I'm not judging anyone that smokes or drink, by the way. I'm just referring to myself. These actions were not for me. And these were the things I was fighting against all the time. I'll be fighting against the thoughts of not smoking, not drinking, not going to the club all the time. And then I sat down one day, I was like, why am I fighting these things? Why? Why should I be fighting it? When I can just reprogram my mind and say, you know what? I'm not like that anymore. I don't need to be like that. I'm smarter than that. I'm wiser than that. This is not what I like doing, so I need to stop doing that. That's self-control. Being conscious of your actions. Aligning yourself to the true person that you want to become. You, for example, let's say, for example, you don't like smoking, for example. You don't like smoking. But you're surrounding yourself with a lot of people that smoke. Ultimately, you become a smoker yourself. But you keep fighting the thoughts patterns of, oh my God, I don't want to smoke today. I hope these guys don't offer me a smoke so that I can say no to them, or I can't say no. You know, it's like you're not firm. Self-control is strong firmness. You gotta be firm in your decision making. You gotta know who you are. That is self-control. You gotta align yourself to the true version of yourself. That is the only way you can exhibit these attributes that I've just mentioned. That is how you can navigate your life in this world. At the start, it will feel absurd. At the start, the old friends will be like, what's going on with you? At the start, it'll be like you're taking things too seriously. at the start, you even doubt yourself and say, I can't really do this, so I need to, I might as well just start going back to what I'm doing before or whatever. I struggled, bro. I struggled as well. Trust me. I struggled a lot of times. Until I start to think that, why am I actually overthinking? Why am I actually doubting myself? Why am I allowing these old patterns to keep repeating itself again and again and again? I had to leave it. I had to. It's painful. That's the sacrifice you gotta make. And this is where self-control comes in. It is essentially discipline. Discipline. Self-control is literally discipline. Discipline your mind, discipline your thoughts, discipline your actions. Let them be aligned to who you actually want to become. Stop beating yourself up so much. Stop hating life so much, but you know exactly what to do. You know this. Like, don't be stupid. I'm not saying don't be stupid in a rude way. Apologies if that came out wrong. I'm just telling you, you know what to do. I was stupid before too. Love, joy, peace, faithfulness, meekness, goodness, temperance, self-control. Temperance, I didn't even mention that, is learning how to not react too much to the things around you. Don't let external things cloud your judgment, or to, how do I word it in a simple way? Do not let external judgments or external things, either judgment, either people, either environment, don't let them crush your inner values. Don't let them change your true perception about life. That's the good side of things. Don't let them change who you actually truly want to become. Temperance, don't let, for example, like I said at the start, with anger, temperance is literally managing emotions. Sadness, for example, you're sad, maybe, I don't know, you're sad, maybe, I don't know, let's say, you lost a lot of money or something like that, or, relationship. Temperance is simply calming down the situation so that you don't react negatively in a bad way. That is temperance. I just had to make this video because a lot of people are lost. A lot of people don't really know themselves, and I don't really blame them because of what is being taught out there, especially in this modern day and age. We need to seek growth. Growth is painful, but it is worth it. It is worth it. It's not gonna be quick growth. Every day you're suffering. Every day is painful. The days where you're meant to be, exhibiting these things, you're reacting out of negative reactions or whatever it may be. But just remember these core principles of the universe, because they'll actually help you navigate life. They'll actually improve your perception of life. They'll actually make you understand how the universe actually works. That's how you can attract who you want to become. Don't settle for less. Your life is way more precious than that. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching.